Hello everybody, it's TMOG 217. Welcome to another episode of Mail Time, the series where I open up packages I get in the mail. Today is January 18th of 2025, and we got a package here from a regular occurring viewer slash good friend of mine, Dion. He sent me this package, and it arrived so dang quick, probably because we live in the same province, but let's just jump right into opening this. Again, if you guys do go on and enjoy this little video, make sure to hit that like button, as well as subscribe for more mail time videos like this. So, yeah, like I said, arrived very quickly. I don't exactly remember off the top of my head what he sent me, other than it was like a birthday gift, I think, if I remember correctly on that. So, in for a surprise here. He packed this very well. Oh, I was so worried I was going to cut into the actual item he sent. Okay. We're getting a real unboxing experience. Got a piece of tape on my thumb. I like me a challenge when opening these. Assuming item aside is fine. By the way, just shut up. Thank you, Dion. In advance. I don't really remember what exactly you said you got me. I just remember Lego. So for those wondering, my birthday was on November 27th. But Canada Post decided to shut down for about 2 months at the end of November. So that's kind of why it was shipped so late. But when things got back up and running, I'd say it arrived pretty quick, all things considered. I am having a time. I'll send you a message later, Dion, just telling you how long this is taking me. That's a good thing. I'm not taking it as a bad thing. It's like, dang. He said he packed it well. He wasn't kidding. Okay. A box. A shoebox. Cool. What's in the shoebox? Bubble wrap. What's in the bubble wrap? Well, I'm definitely reusing this bubble wrap for future orders for him. I see that Lego logo. I do. Oh, he taped the... This is so well packed. How do I... Okay, there's some tape. Fuck it. Is that a Speed Champions logo I see? He knows I like my Speed Champions for the build techniques. I don't even want to cut this in properly. That's how thick either the tape slash the bubble wrap is. Oh my goodness. See, in my mind I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I have to trim all this footage down. I am so tempted just to leave this footage as is. Just so that Dion can get a chuckle at this whole process. Because I bet you when he was packing this, he was thinking, yeah, I'll rip through this in 2 seconds. I mean, I am making pretty good time on this, but like, well packed. Ooh, okay. Here we go. Set number 76917, Too Fast, Too Furious, Nissan Skyline GTR. That's cool. I've never admittedly seen the Fast and Furious movies, but I do remember how sought after this car was when it first released. Plus, this car is a purchasable car in the game Fortnite, which I play. I don't actually own the car skin, but more motivation to get it. I do know Jordan has a set as well. He could probably fill me in on this. Or maybe I could just sit down and when I build this, like, watch the movie this is based on. I mean, I do show an in-real model here. So, this is cool. I'm on the fence if I want to build it live or not. Like, this is the kind of set that feels really cool. I might just want to build it off camera. I don't have a lot of sets I do that with, but this might be one. Thank you, Dion. This is cool. Holy crap, that was a process to get through. I hope you got a good chuckle at that. Anywho, let's move on to our next package. Thank you again, Dion. This is an amazing birthday gift. Today is February 1st, beginning of the month, and we already have a package. I ordered this earlier last week, just spur of the moment kind of thing. There is one item that's back ordered, so we'll probably see that order later on in this video. But anywho, this was a shop at home order. Like I said, spur of the moment kind of order, just kind of had some money in the bank and just was like, you know what? Gift with purchases don't look like they're ending anytime soon, let alone getting better. So I just placed an order just to, you know, throw some money away. Now, the funny thing is, literally a day and a half after I ordered this, they threw on another gift with purchase, which was a poly bag, which this order would have qualified for. Whoop-de-doo, poor me. But just thought that was worth mentioning. So taking the packing slip out of here. Okay, let's do the gift with purchase first. We have the Valentine's Day heart, which you had to spend over $100. I think it was supposed to end on like the 23rd or 27th of January, and they extended it until February 7th. So when I saw that extension, I was like, yeah, okay, I guess they're not going to have any other gift with purchases, because clearly this isn't selling out. So I'm going to try selling it on Marketplace. I'll throw it on my store as well, see what makes it sell first, but gift with purchase, whatever. This set I bought with the intention of keeping it all, I guess, but recently it was leaked, and now today it's revealed. The Ninjago City Workshops, I think is the name. And I bought this set mainly because I collect one of every type of Zane that's like has a significant difference. And this comes with a shirtless Zane minifigure. And I was like, oh, I need this figure. It's probably only going to come in this set, or maybe it'll come in a foil pack. Wrong. It comes in the set I will be buying. So it's like, okay, I'm just going to part this out now. I'm going to keep, like, the villain guy, Drix, because apparently, according to leaks, he's going to come in, like, more expensive sets that, as of right now, I have no interest in. So, yeah, just going to part this out. Hooray. Love it when that happens. Anywho. Also, I keep saying I was going to be done with the gimmick sets for Ninjago, but it's a spinner. I'm a sucker for spinners. So I'm very interested to see how this one is. This is very weird packaging. Like, I've seen these on store shelves, and it's just so awkward to see on the shelves. Like, I don't know. It's very weird. I feel like, yeah. Anywho. Also, I keep saying I'm done with this theme. And then I'm like, oh, I'm going to just buy one more thing, and then I'm done with it. It's like that X, you know, that X that you just can't stop going back to. So, with that being said, yeah, I'm back with Mario again. Back, you know, just touching and dabbling with Mario, and it's because it's Mario Kart. I remember playing Mario Kart Wii a lot when I was younger, and as soon as I saw there's Mario Kart sets, I was like, oh, great, they're going to be overpriced garbage. Finds out that there's like 2 sets that decently intrigue me, so I was like, screw it, throw it on the wish list. So I have this and one other set that's back order that should be arriving. It says it'll ship on the 13th, but Lego, it might ship early. Anywho, I think this we got like 2 more items here. You know me, I like my brickheads. I grew up with the classic cartoons, so when I saw this was revealed, I was like, Tom and Jerry. I love Tom and Jerry. I love seeing them whack each other about, like, especially the meme of, like, the musket where he's shooting himself. Like, oh, classic stuff. So I'm very much looking forward to adding that to my brickheads collection. I love that they got them on the side there. Oh, love Tom and Jerry. That was an absolute must-have. And then I went poking around Lego's website, and I came across something just completely whatever, and I was like, oh, this is cool, I definitely need this. So I threw it in my cart. I was hoping it was going to be the actual comic book, but I see that it's just a paperback novel, which is fine. I do have an actual comic book that was given to me from Stud City Cristo a year or so ago, which is much appreciated. But yeah, it's the Garmadon issue 1 comic book, which I think is also the copy I have as a comic, but they had variant covers. Anywho, I'm excited to read this. I didn't want to crack open the one I was given because, you know, it's a collectible. I think it was like a Whatnot exclusive, the version I was given. So that's cool. But yeah, I can finally read that. I can finally find out what Garmadon's been up to. And I think that's pretty much all that's in this box. I do, however, have one more box that I'm waiting for to arrive, so it might arrive later on in the day, so we'll just, you know, keep an eye out for that. But that's my haul so far for the first of the month. Okay, so technically when I'm filming this is 1 o'clock in the morning on February 2nd. However, this arrived yesterday while I was at work, so take your pick on when this takes place. I don't know. So yeah, Amazon package. I mentioned it. I was waiting for one more package. I just had to go to work, and it arrived while I was at work. Shout out to the family member that brought it inside because there is a bunch of snow outside, and, you know, cardboard and snow kind of don't go well together over long periods of time. So, you know, anywho, yeah, love that I've been paying for Prime Day shipping. Arrives the next day or same day. Like, it's great. $10 a month. Whoop-de-doo. So, yeah, this item, oh man, I'm so glad. So, little trick for you. If you're ordering Lego, definitely make sure you click the button that says it's a gift. Otherwise, you're going to have just a label slapped on the box and it shows up on your door with a label. Just, yeah, it sucks. But if you add it's a gift, they have to print out a little piece of paper that says it's a gift, as well as throw that piece of paper in a box. So, where's that piece of paper? Literally hard to find. So yeah, little piece of paper. I can't show it because apparently it shows my stuff, but little piece of paper. But anywho, this was on sale. I recently was like looking at these two, and I was like, I wonder what else they've released. So I went looking on Lego.com, and I just double checked on Amazon and realized, oh shit, one of these is on sale. So it's like, okay, I'll wait for an opportunity where I can buy it, and that was recently. So yeah, I have the Mando helmet, and I'm gonna try and track down the Vader and the Boba Fett helmet. But I was just like, I think I paid after tax $68 for this, and this retails for like $90 plus tax. So I was like, that's a few bucks saved. I'm only gonna try and get helmets of characters I know I enjoy. So, you know, Cody and Rex, Vader, Mando, Boba Fett. I think that's it at the moment. Unless they release more, like if they release like a Jango Fett one or just more clones, that'd be great. But just, yeah, I am looking forward to building this. I'm going to see if I can build it right away because I haven't built in a hot minute as the time of this recording. So, yeah, anywho, on to the next package. Today is February 12th, and we have another package from our good friend Chris. I think our last package was literally Christmas Eve in last episode. So, you know, it's going to become a monthly or episode-ly tradition to open a box from Chris. Thank you in advance. I'm very excited for this one. It's a big box, so you know it's going to be some good stuff. So, yeah, I think we were talking around the beginning of the month about some stuff, and I was like, yeah, sure, let's make it work. And one e-transfer later, and here we are, about a week later, give or take. I'm excited. I think it's Star Wars, if I remember correctly. My memory's still intact, right? Okay. It's a big box. Takes up practically almost a good chunk of the desk. I got way too many sets on the desk here. I need to clean up. But we're adding to that pile, aren't we? Oh, nice. I love how he packs this. Also, I like to reuse the bubble wrap for orders. So that's awesome. Okay, so this first item, I told myself, even on stream for the longest time, I didn't need this. But the more I built, the more I hummed and hawed, and the more I realized, sure, if an opportunity arose, why not? And Chris, he's like, hey, you want this? I know you do. And I'm like, see, I have the Solo Falcon, I have the Dark Falcon, but I have the UCS Falcon, and a microfighter and some polybags. I didn't need a gray playscale Millennium Falcon because I had the ultimate playscale Falcon. But Chris has kind of figured out what I'm nostalgic for, and he can't seem to give me a bad deal that I can refuse. So yeah, this is, to my understanding, sealed. So I'll probably build this either this week or next week. It depends on how busy I get. But yeah, this is, what is it, 2011? Yeah, 2011 Millennium Falcon. And I'm very nostalgic for the 2010s, 2015 era of Star Wars. Just because that's what I grew up with as a kid. So I'm very nostalgic for this box art. This is a hefty box. Thank you, Chris. Bubble wrap, bubble wrap. Ooh. What's up here? Okay, he left a note in here from last... I haven't gotten around to opening basically any of the boxes yet from the other pile. So, for clarification, the last stuff I thought was sealed, it's just been used like new condition, been rebagged. This note basically says that there was a flawed piece in the ARC 170, and this is just to make up for it. So, thank you for that. I'll definitely keep this. I'll actually toss this in the box, that way I know when I get around to building it. I'm not kidding, my backlog is so huge right now. Thank you for that, though. Next thing is, I'm going to see a bit of a trend here. The Lego Star Wars TIE Fighter. Now, I have the 2020 and 2024 edition. Oh, this is weird. Oh, what the... What is this box? This isn't like a normal box. I mean, whoa, hold on a second. I don't know if... It's like a puzzle box. You know how you just lift up? So this is seals right here. I've never seen a box like this. Like, I don't know. Does it flip up like... Okay, I think it flips up like that. Whoa, sorry. You guys know me. I am freaked out by the simplest of things, and I'm just, like, seeing this, and I'm like, boxed? So anyway, yeah, 2012 TIE Fighter. I have 2020, and I have 2024's TIE Fighter, and he offered this to me, and I'm like, give me a price. It's never the wrong price. It's just the right price. And yeah, after I said sure, I realized this goes hand in hand with my first ever X-Wing that I got. So funny. Kid me is internally like, you can have the pair now. So that's cool. Plus, I do vibe with the minifigures. I like the simplistic look of the TIE Fighter. It has a nostalgic look to it, as well as an Imperial officer, and I love the Imperial droids. I want more Imperial droids in sets, if it makes sense, you know? Lego, please! But anyway, yeah, very excited to build this one, especially with this box. Wow, we keep getting lots of cool stuff to add to the backlog. Ah! Okay, and then... Is this another weird box? No. Keegan, where are you at? I got my first ever land speeder. Yeah. I forgot, like, in the 2010s, how, like, oversized the boxes were. Like, this is 163 pieces, and I can feel, like, the empty space. Again, nostalgic for 2010 stuff. I looked at all the land speeders, and I'm just like, yeah, I like the look of the figures here. And Chris had that, so... Another one to throw to the backlog. Very excited. And we do have some other stuff, some other goodies, so this should be interesting. Let's see, what's this? It's a it's Star Wars Celebration Star Destroyer. I gotta go look. Like, it's getting to the point where, like, my stuff's so unsorted. I need to double check. I don't think he sent me the Star Destroyer Star Wars Celebration. So, like, there's, like, the tile. But it's, like, a Star Destroyer kind of thing. So that's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna have, like, a little micro display of, like, all the Star Wars celebrations. That's cool. I like that. Thank you very much. We got some loose minifigure base plates. Oh. These are non-official base plates, so that doesn't matter to me. So I think these are, yeah, okay. These are supposed to go hand in hand with these figures. I like he's got like a bonus sticker on these. That's cool. Okay, so let's see if I can remember these correctly. Series 9 Cyclops, Series 13 Alien? Am I remembering that right? That's cool. I don't have those figures. Very cool. Then you have the Batman minifigure Series 1 Arkham Asylum Joker. I think that's the one style Joker I don't have in my collection. And this is... It's also from Batman Series 1. What is his name? Red Hood? Am I right on that? Editor me, confirm or deny. Otherwise, just don't say anything if I'm right. That's cool. That is awesome. So, let's just snap our fingers. And here's basically a recap of what we got in today's haul. Thank you so much, Chris. I'm going to shoot you a message because I'm genuinely impressed with this box variant. I am like, whoa. I get wowed over just the weirdest things, but I'm going to throw those in the backlog. Hopefully I got room for it. I need to start doing some more streams again, but you guys won't see this for a while, so it's fine. Hopefully by the time this video releases, we'll be back on that little trend. Crossing fingers. Next package. We're expecting one tomorrow, hopefully. As mentioned, today is February 13th, and we have a small box. It's basically that backordered thing finally arrived. Tracking on this one was a little weird. It didn't want to update properly until it was, like, basically almost here, which was weird for a shop-at-home order, basically. Or back order, I should say. Never had to worry about that. I mean, it didn't get to the point where I felt like it wasn't coming, so therefore I had to call customer service. It's just weird that it went like a few days after being notified that it was on its way that I actually got actual proof that it was within the country, if that makes sense. So, it should just be the one item, so thank goodness it's at the bottom, which is what I open my boxes from, is I open the bottom on the top. So yeah, this was on back order. Ooh. This is a very nice box. It's actually a thicker cardboard. I was expecting like thinner cardboard for some reason. But yeah, to go alongside that Mario Kart set, I got the Yoshi bike, which apparently Mario is also interactable with this as well. So that's cool. Looking forward to see how that works. And I'll probably throw that in the backlog and build it soon. But I just saw this and I was like, yeah, this looks cool. I like the Yoshis, especially blue, which is my favorite color. And I was like, Yoshi, a blue Yoshi on a bike? Sure, I'm a sucker for Mario Kart, and it wasn't too expensive either. So, yeah, I guess we'll see what our next package is. So, yeah. Today is February 24th. I actually got this package a few days ago, but I just only now had some time to get around to opening it. It is from Amazon, and, you know, I have Prime, so it arrived within a day of me ordering it. I do want to mention, though, that besides the environmentally friendly packing tape, how awesome is that, you know? So this is the side where the address is on, so I mean, just gonna rip the tape and open as such, but I just thought it was worth mentioning that it's just quality. Oh, their tape was. Now I bring out the knife. Oh, I don't even need to bring out the knife. There we go. Okay. So I've started getting into the habit of labeling that this is a gift, just so that way it's guaranteed to toss it in the box. So that's cool. So, okay. Like about a week ago, I was sent an email from Amazon saying, hey, if you use our Amazon Photos thing, we'll give you a $20 discount after 4 days of you uploading just one photo to it. So I'm like, well, this just sounds like free money. So, yeah, the restrictions were it had to be something sold and shipped through Amazon. And I'm just like, that's generally what I buy off Amazon. So I've been eyeing up this one item. Might be a step in a new direction. No, I say that, but not really. Just something to try, just because I thought it looked cool. And I'll build it eventually, and we'll find out if it's even worth buying more of. But I did the hated thing. I bought a non-brick brand set. Now, this isn't really a new thing for me. I bought customs before, and I do have a Mega Bloks Xbox kit sitting in my backlog. This is just the first thing with mini figures that I've bought, and that's mainly because I'm trying to start getting into this theme, and Mega seems to have such a chokehold on this license, so I was like, not like Lego's gonna do it. This is sci-fi war, but it's war. Lego doesn't do war. They don't do war. So yeah, anyhow, I thought this would be a cool thing to build. Maybe off camera, maybe as like a fun thing on stream, but yeah, it's a warthog based off the Halo TV show, which I'm about halfway through the second season as the time it's recording, and I liked the first season. Second season, I kind of trudging along. If anyone wondering, but yeah, $20 off of this, and this is retailing for like $45 on Amazon Canadian. So yeah, that was the situation. All right, on to the next package. Leave your hate in the comments below. Today is February 25th. I just got home from work to a bubble mailer, and I know exactly what this is. I ordered it last week off of eBay, and funny enough, the guy sent me a picture just showing the address and just that it was shipped, which I appreciate for something that was shipped within Calgary. So I have been on a bit of a hunt for just Xbox games for my Xbox, and that especially means Lego games. I think at the moment I've tracked down all the non-Lego games I'm looking for now, but I'm just trying to go through the list of Xbox games that are compatible with my Series X, and I was really craving the original Batman game. Complete Saga's next on the list, but I was really craving the original Batman game because I've only played that on the DS, so yeah. And so I was looking, and I was almost going to pull the trigger on a 360 edition used within Calgary, and then I thought, you know, I've heard of re-releases. Like, I talked to Keegan, he's kind of like the video game expert I know, and he's like, yeah, sometimes they do re-releases, so look into it, and I did, and I came across this, and again, it was basically only one within Canada, which conveniently enough was within Calgary, lucky for me. And so, yeah, I was looking at all the listings. A lot of them were USA, and I would have had to pay, like, I think after all was said and done, like, maybe, like, $40. And I was like, I don't want to, because, like, the 360 edition is, like, $10 used. But this edition I specifically was looking for, again, was, like, $40 within the US, shipped to me. So, this one singular Canadian listing I saw, and I was like, screw it, you know? Like, you know? So, it arrived within a week, untracked, oversized letter mail, so I thought it would arrive within, like, 2 days of ordering it, but I guess not. It's whatever, it arrived. But, ooh, this is cool. So, yeah, it was the last one. I think the guy had, like, 80 he was selling. That looks really nice. Now, I'm sure I'm going to have someone say, don't crack this open, it's a rare variant. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I spent like $22 on this. I'm going to play this, you know, because I'm all for physical copies. Yeah, I'm sure I could probably like go on Xbox's little online shop and get a digital edition for like $5. But like $22, $23 for a physical edition that is Xbox One, Xbox 360 compatible. I mean, it even has a little sticker that says playable on Xbox Series X, which is what I have. So, just to prove right now that I don't give two shits, I'm going to open the packaging right here for you guys and show what's inside, because screw it. I don't give a care. If I even know how to open this. My goodness. Ah! I don't even know how rare this is. I mean, there is a fair bit of listings on eBay. So if you want to go hunt this down, go for it, especially if you live within the US. Just for me, though, yeah, good deal. And I cut the seal that shows it's factory sealed. There is no insert. So I know, like, for some things they have like a little card insert. It's whatever. So yeah, I don't know what the 360 disc looks like, but I don't know. Oh, I'm not holding it right. There we go. That's definitely a different disc. And then on the little inner circle it says Xbox 360 all around. So yeah, and then copyright is for 2017, so presumably the re-release was 2017. I wouldn't know. I am just starting to get into being about these video games. So, anywho, yeah, that is that package. I am going to go play this now, and we will check back in when my next package arrives. Very excited this arrived. Today is March 8th, and I have my final package for today's episode. It is from Shop at Home. I ordered this, I want to say last week, beginning of last week, give or take. And, you know, as per usual, LEGO takes about a week to deliver their stuff with the shipping carrier they use. Have I ever mentioned before, I'm not a fan of this, like, paper eco-friendly tape. Like, it's just a little too easy to rip into, if you ask me. Also, this is quite a big box for what I'm expecting in here, so this is going to be interesting. And of course, I'm opening it from the bottom, so that way I don't have to peel off the tape for the address and all that. Anywho. LEGO actually packed this good for once? Where to begin? So, pulling out the first item. Wow, they actually packed this well. Holy moly, put one down on the chart there. Yeah, first item, LEGO City set. I'll be honest with you. I bought this to part out. It's seems like something that might be worth trying. It only cost me like 25 bucks. So yeah, as the time is recording, I tried looking at Bricklink. They haven't quite got a part out list yet, so I might have to part it out manually, but that should be fine, I hope. But yeah, got this just to part out and get to a threshold for free shipping, which, to be fair, I did have a lot more on my list that I could have bought instead, but I'm just trying to mix and match, even out the distribution of the funds, you know? But yeah, I was really excited for this one, and wow, that box is very nice. I love that G1 aesthetic to it. Optimus Prime Transformers. Oh wow, they got Optimus on the side! Oh, that's so cool. I do know Bumblebee is also one I could pick up, but if I had to pick one or the other to have first, I need Optimus. Like, oh... I'll admit, he looks a little wonky, at least according to the box art, but still, Optimus Prime Brickheads Lego. Very excited for that, to build that. I mean, it should all just be prints, no stickers, so very excited for that. But I held off. Why? Because there was an Insider's Reward rumored, and then it got delayed, I guess, because some internal issue. But yeah, I also picked up this LEGO Ideas Micro Command Center. Now, it was supposed to be 2,000 VIP points, so the equivalent to $20. However, when this released about 2 days... Okay, so it was rumored, or it was not rumored. It was said to be released on the 1st for 2,000 points, but then I think it released on, like, the 2nd or the 3rd. I'm pretty sure it was the 3rd for 2,250 VIP Insiders points, so $22.50. Those dirty buggers, they wanted you to use an extra 250 points. Luckily for me, I always keep like up to $25 of the points stockpiled for instances like this. So yeah, I have the gift with purchase micro baby thing from last year in my backlog. So whenever I get around to building that, I'll also build this. And yeah, I like classic space stuff, so it was a must-have for me. And I think it's still available. I don't think it's sold out. I don't think it will sell out. Not a lot of people... have about $20 worth of points stockpiled. Just, yeah, word of advice, if you shop on LEGO's website, as much as you may need those extra dollars and points for something like that, always stockpile $25 worth of points, so that way you can just get this whenever it becomes available or whatever else. But yeah, hands together for LEGO for doing a really good packing job. They didn't include a packing slip, not that it matters, but yeah, that is a lot of wrapping paper to go to fund the Bricklink business. Anywho, yeah, let's move this out of the way. I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of Mail Time. Let me know your favorite thing in the comments section down below. I'd be interested to hear what you guys thought. What did you guys get in the mail? Let me know. Anyways, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Until then, I'll see you all later. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.